Hey everyone, it is Havohai here with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We're doing a ranking video on the current Extreme Z Awaken units that are available right now. And the reason why I'm doing this video, I get a lot of questions on, who's the best Extreme Z Awaken unit? Should I summon for some of these units? Should I rainbow some of these units? So hopefully this video will provide you enough information to really decide on what units that you should be, going for and possibly rainbowing. So with that, if you are new to my channel, of course, like, subscribe, comment below. Let's get to it. We're gonna actually start comparing and ranking these units, starting with the top row there, and that's the OG leads. That's why I call them the old school units way back when. If you've been playing this game since the beginning, these units, when these units came out, they were amazing. It was plus, I believe it was plus 3 to key and 3,000 to attack. Wow. So, but all of these ended up being Extreme Z Awaken, and all of them have pretty much the same leader skill. So I'm not comparing leader skills here due to the fact they're all in a sense god leads now. HP, attack and defense 70% with plus 30 to key. On top of that is I'm going to be focusing on 4 different categories that I'm going to be ranking these units with, and that's average stats, passive skills, super attacks, and category. Now the average stats, all I'm doing is, you can see the stats on top there, they are the max stats when you rainbow each unit. And in my opinion, if you have these Extreme Z Awaken, it's worth putting in the orbs to rainbow them. These are all great units and all usable, especially if you're free to play and you don't have a lot of the best units. If you do pull one of these units or use a red dragonstone to get one of these, you're in luck. You should definitely be maxing these units out there. So if you guys haven't used these red dragonstones or are new to the game, you might want to wait on getting these versus trying to summon for these units. So with that, the average stats there, I should have put a little bit more, a little bit more heavy on the attack stat, but I was like, I'm just gonna really just do the average stat. So I just combine all those 3 numbers together, and then just average it out, divided by 3. Now, if you don't know what each row is, that's HP is the top one, attack, and then defense is the bottom. So the passive skills and super attack, I'm actually putting them together when I rank these. I'm actually going to score each one of these. Now the passive skills, 120% attack is that key number that you want to look for. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku has that, and also Full Power Frieza has 120% attack stat. However, some of these other units can also reach up to that level as well based on their super attack. Now Cell, on the other hand, he needs the orb, so he needs about 8 orbs to get to 120%, which is very, very difficult to do unless you're doing a nuke or you have orb changers. But if you look at the super attack, I want to point out a couple things. One is Ultimate Gohan. Ultimate Gohan has the Kaioken mechanic. He greatly raises attack every time he does the super attack for 50%. No limitations. Keeps on going there. So that's a really, really unique benefit here for this unit. On top of that, the other side of things, kind of a negative side of things, the immense for immense damage, there's supreme damage for Broly. It's a problem, because supreme damage, if you guys don't know, when you're at super attack 15, which all these units should be, when you Extreme Z Awaken, you can get them to super attack 15. Immense damage, the multiplier goes all the way up to 630%. Its supreme damage only hangs out at 530, so that's 100% difference, and that really causes a lot of different damage. Now I know Broly, he hits everybody. It's supreme damage to all enemies, which is great. He also has a buff mechanic there that raises his attack for 3 turns, so it's kind of like a Kaioken mechanic. But it just that additional 100% multiplier is really, really tough to make up there. So finally is the categories. That's pretty easy. You just want to measure how many categories they're a part of. If you're using these units, you want to make sure they're part of the meta. Categories right now is the meta, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku has 4, same with Perfect Cell. Ultimate Gohan on the other hand only has 2, and the other 2 has 3. So it's easy to kind of figure out to rank those individuals there. So when you do the rankings, this is how I'm going to rank them, and that's how I'm going to score them: average stats, then passive skill, super attack, and then categories. So, and what I'm doing is a score of 5 is actually the best, and a score of 1 is the lowest, right? So average stats, you know, Tech Cell being the highest stats there, he's in the first spot getting 5 points. Ultimate Gohan, the lowest stats, gets the 1 point there. The passive and super attack is actually, I'm going to multiply by 2, and I put Ultimate Gohan as the best combination of passive skill and super attack. Once again, that Kaioken mechanic is really, really good, and he continues to get stronger as the battle continues. Kind of different with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yes, he has 70% attack boost, and that never goes away, but that 120%, 70% defensive boost, and that doesn't go away. But he has 120% attack boost, but in 7 turns it does go away. It becomes worthless then. So, you know, I could have actually moved him into 3rd spot, but I do like his defensive passive a lot more than Full Power Frieza's defensive passive there. The reason why I have Cell, I kind of mentioned it already, you have to have 8 ki to get to 120% attack. That's pretty tough there. And then because of supreme damage, I actually put Broly on the bottom there. Even though I love his passive, you know, it's great. It's 80% on both ends. You know, one of the better defensive passive on there, but I just can't forgive that supreme damage. So categories, pretty easy here. Now I know Perfect Cell and Super Saiyan 3 Goku have 4 categories. I like Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku's categories slightly better, so I put him in the best spot there. And then the remaining, I have Broly at 3, 2, and then Ultimate Gohan. He only has 2 categories, so he's on the bottom spot. So with that, the final scores actually end up being 15 for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, a 13 for Perfect Cell, a 12 for Gohan, Full Power Frieza at a 10, and then Broly at a 9. Surprisingly, because I actually like Broly as a unit, but you know, just kind of how I'm scoring it here and using these rules, these ended up being the scores. Now, of course, if you guys disagree with me, feel free to comment below. If you guys agree with me, comment below as well. But this is basically how I'm scoring here. So continue on with the other Extreme Z units here. These units, the Family Kamehameha and basically the free-to-play Kid Gohan and Transformation Piccolo, these units, you can see the average stats and the max stats nowhere near the OG leads that I was just talking about, right? So close to 2,000, some of these 3,000 to 6,000 behind in average stats there, and that's really where everything multiplies from. So the better stats, really the better it is. But they do have amazing passive skills. They have really great passive skills here. You know, the Z passive skills for Goku, you got 80% there, you got 90% for Gohan, you know, you got Orb Changer and stuff like that, but still, you know, the OG leads are better. I do want to talk about the Transformation Piccolo. He's amazing. There's a lot of stuff going on there when it comes to you know, 70% attack and defense straight up, and then an additional 15% per rainbow key and healing and all this stuff, bunch of stuff there for that Transformation Piccolo. So it's pretty cool there. The super attacks though, this is really the reason why these units aren't going to be chasing for the top spot. They're all supreme damage, and I already told you guys how I feel about supreme damage versus immense damage. So unfortunately, these guys aren't going to be in the running. So I just wanted to quickly touch on them and not to spend too much time. So let's kind of go back into these units here. These are the units that we're focusing on. We're going to take the top 3, and unfortunately Broly and Frieza, we're going to kind of kick you to the side, and we're going to compare it to the brand new EZA units that are out right now, and that's surprisingly Super Saiyan 3 Strength Goku, which is not a Red Dragonstone unit. So that was a big surprise that this guy popped up. And then a support unit in Physical Kid Buu. So he's completely different. The stats, they're both lower than the OG leads. Like I mentioned before, the passive skill are a little bit different. So Strength Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he has the ability to provide 140% increase in attack if your HP is basically 80% or above. So really good there. That's really, really solid. And then Piccolo, not Piccolo, Kid Buu. What am I saying? Piccolo. Let's say Piccolo again. Kid Buu has an amazing passive skill in being a support unit. +2 to ki, attack and defense 50% to all allies when HP is 80% and above. That's really strong, and if you do fall below 80%, you're still buffing by 30 attack and defense by 30%. So that's really, really good, and really can't wait to really test and use him there. Super attacks, both of them to be less to be desired. Once again, there's that supreme attack. I don't know why they're going to Extreme Z Awaken the Strength Goku, being a brand new one, and then give him supreme attack or supreme damage. Don't know why they did that. So categories, you know, they both have really good categories on there. So now in the future, just want to kind of quickly talk about the future. These next three should be the ones that are going to be Extreme Z Awakened. So you got the Beerus, the Tech Beerus, the Int Janemba, and the Super Saiyan 3, the tanky Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta there. So we'll see what happens with them. But in this video, we're talking about what's currently going on. So we're actually going to be comparing the top 3 of the OG leads to the new 2 here, and we're going to use the same rules. We're going to do average stats, passive, super attack, and category. So these are the points that I set here. Stats, pretty easy. Perfect Cell still top spot. Super Saiyan 3, Strength Goku on the bottom spot there. I still put Ultimate Gohan in the best combination of passive skill and super attack. I love that Kaioken mechanic, and I did put Kid Buu on the second spot with that scoring of that 4 points there, because that support ability is really, really good, and you know, I probably could have moved into 3, but I just really think that that passive skill just is unique for Extreme Z Awakening, and it is an incredible passive. Even though his super attack's not very good, that passive is really OP. Unfortunately, Cell goes on the bottom spot. I know you guys are like, man, Cell, why is Cell getting the shaft there? He has to have 8 ki to get to 120% attack. Yeah, he's going to get 120% defense as well, but man, it's an attack world, right? So that's tough there. I could have moved him to number 2 because strength Super Saiyan 3 Goku has that supreme damage, but I just put him above because he has 140% damage right off the bat when he has 100% HP. So categories, because Super Saiyan 3 Goku, AGL, and Strength have the same categories, I just gave them 4 points each versus giving 5 points each, and taking away from the other ones. So 4 points on both there, and then 3, 2, 1 on the rest of them there. So the final scores ended up being 14 and 14. It's a surprise, actually. It was 14 and 14 for Ultimate Gohan and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the AGL one. So they're in basically tied for first place. I really think because of the super attack and passive skill for Gohan there. And then you have Physical Kid Buu running in number 3. Then you have Perfect Cell, and then you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku on the bottom there. He's a good unit. You definitely do want to EZA him, but you know, once again, that supreme damage, I just don't like it. So it's I don't know why they did that. They should just give him immense damage, and he would be even better. He's good. He's, like I said, all these units are great. He's still a great unit, but when it compares to everyone else, he is a little bit lacking. So when I do the full ranking here, I have the S plus tier. That's the top 3 units there. Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku, Ultimate Gohan Int, and then Physical Kid Buu, the top 3. Then I guess in order here, Tech Cell. He's barely missing S plus tier is Tech Cell. I really like that unit as well. Full Power Frieza is coming in the next spot there. Then you can kind of argue between Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Broly there. They're both supreme damage. One AoE attacks all, the other one has 140% attack right off the bat. So you guys can argue about that. And then the bottom row, the A tier there, you're looking at Transformation Piccolo as definitely the number 1 spot in the bottom row there, and then the Kid Gohan, and then the Family Kamehameha the rest. I don't even know why they actually did Family Kamehameha EZA, just I guess for free-to-play people to use them, to have a additional unit to use, but they could have EZA'd other units on there. It was a surprise. It was fun to do the event, but oh well. So with that, hopefully you guys got enough insight. I don't know if you guys agree with me or disagree with me. Let me know in the comments below there. But I'm hoping that you got enough information. Hopefully the scenes, the slides that you're using, you can use as references. They're nice side-by-side comparisons. And anyway, if you're new to my channel, of course, like, subscribe, comment below, share, do all that good stuff. And thank you guys for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time.